Calaroga Shark Media.
Hello, I'm Journey Joe Mitchell with a look at the election cycle, which is turning into everyone calling each other names from loser to Birdbrain. We'll also look into the president's efforts to save the Snickers bar. Seeking another slingshot from South Carolina to the White House, President Joe Biden pitched a list of successes to the party faithful with the refrain of promises made, promises kept. His speech ended with a simple request: vote. Biden headlined the state Democratic Party's first-in-the-nation celebration dinner as part of an all-out effort to jumpstart sagging enthusiasm for his re-election in the state that bolted his 2020 campaign from fifth place to first. The president said, "If you ever doubt that the power to change America is in your hands, remember this. You proved it. You're the reason I'm president. You're the reason Donald Trump is a defeated former president. You're the reason Donald Trump is a loser. And you're the reason we're going to win and beat him again." By the way, have you noticed? He's a little confused these days. He appeared to confuse Nikki Haley and Nancy Pelosi. Biden also discussed shrinkflation, bringing the Snickers crisis to the forefront. He said, "The cost of eggs, milk, chicken, gas, and so many other essential items have come down. We're making progress. There's a lot more on the way," and attributed the blame to American companies for ripping people off. He also brought attention to the reduced size of products like Snickers bars, committing to tackle the issue of shrinkflation. The crowd chanted 4 more years to drown out protesters of the Israel-Hamas war in Gaza. Later, another protester was removed by security after yelling about being scared for my future due to climate change. All protesters were well-dressed to get in the door. Trump has a new nickname for Nikki Haley, Birdbrain, adding, "Anybody that makes a contribution to Birdbrain from this moment forth will be permanently barred from the MAGA camp. We don't want them and will not accept them because we put America first and always will." On her recent Fox News appearance, Haley didn't mince words about Trump, labeling him as totally unhinged for his personal attacks on her, rather than focusing on substantive policy issues like border security and averting war. She pointed out Trump's threat to permanently exclude individuals from the MAGA camp if they support her campaign. Moreover, she highlighted his efforts to rally Republicans behind him, effectively declaring the primary race finished. "Haley's take on this?" she quipped. "That's a president who's supposed to represent every American, yet here he is playing bouncer at his own exclusive club, deciding who gets to be in or out based on their loyalty to him. Sounds less like a presidency and more like a scene from a high school drama." Both the Washington Post and NBC News pointed out Trump's comments about women in the past, with the Post reminding us in 2015, Megyn Kelly, then a Fox News anchor, said to him, "You've called women you don't like fat pigs, dogs, slobs, and disgusting animals." Trump interrupted, "Only Rosie O'Donnell." This weekend, Trump's campaign took a swipe at ABC News' Martha Raddatz, accusing her of exhibiting Trump derangement syndrome on her show This Week. The Trump campaign apparently didn't enjoy Tim Scott's appearance on Martha's show. They released a statement which reads, "Martha Raddatz's Trump derangement syndrome was on full display this morning as she nearly fought back tears, just as she did on election night 2016. Contrary to the campaign's assertion, Raddatz did not appear tearful during the broadcast. However, she did press Senator Scott on several topics, including the recent $83 million defamation ruling against Trump and Trump's derogatory remarks about Nikki Haley. In one exchange, Raddatz, aiming to steer the conversation back to Trump, said, "I want to talk about Donald Trump. Please answer the question about him calling her a birdbrain." Scott, attempting to deflect, was met with another pointed question from Raddatz. "You worked with her. She appointed you a senator. Do you like that kind of language?" Scott responded, "His language is far more provocative than mine." Following Friday's news that Trump was ordered to pay E. Jean Carroll $83 million, Michael Tomasky writes in the New Republic, "Think $83 million is a lot of money? Well, hold on to your hat, Buster, because this week, New York Judge Arthur Engoron is supposed to announce the penalty he's slapping on Donald J. Trump in the Trump Organization fraud case. Last month, Engoron said he was aiming to announce the fine amount by January 31st. That's Wednesday. James is seeking $370 million. More in a minute. Late Night had some fun with the results from New Hampshire. Jimmy Kimmel pointed out, Trump beat Nikki Haley by double digits. He's also leading Nikki Haley by double digits in felony charges, 91-0. Stephen Colbert added, Trump defeated Nikki Haley 54-43. It's the very first time he's ever been happy to see a woman in her 40s. During the inaugural California Senate debate, Steve Garvey, a Republican and ex-Dodger, became the butt of jokes among House Democrats. At the debate held in Bovard Auditorium, Garvey's remarks about his experiences with homeless individuals sparked laughter from the audience. Lee, who had previously been unhoused, found Garvey's comments about meeting and touching homeless people to be trivializing. She expressed her disbelief at his description, eliciting amusement from the audience. Adam Schiff joined in with a quip, "This will be my one and only baseball analogy for the evening. Mr. Garvey, that was a total swing and a miss. That was a total whiff of an answer." Garvey also faced scrutiny for his vague policy responses. When asked by moderator Melanie Mason about his candidacy, despite lacking specific policy positions, Garvey responded ambiguously, emphasizing his need to explore California and talk to the people, and stating, "Policy for me is a position. I've taken strong positions." He then offered a series of broad statements like, "Let's get back to energy," "Let's close the border," and "Let's enforce crime on the streets." A fun moment occurred when the trio of Democrats pressed Garvey to reveal if he would vote for Donald Trump again. Garvey evaded a direct answer, stating, "At that time, I will make my choice." Katie Porter seized the opportunity to land a clever jab, playing on Garvey's baseball past. What they say is true. Once a Dodger, always a Dodger. See you next time.